Hey there and welcome. If you're ready to jumpstart your piano playing journey and go from zero to playing actual chords in just a few minutes, you are in the right place. So let's get right into it.
So, you've got this awesome new keyboard sitting in front of you. All those black and white keys are just kind of staring back. And maybe you're thinking, okay, now what? It's such a common feeling, but trust me, we're going to sort that out right now. Because in the next few minutes, we're going to give you the keys. Yeah, pun intended, to the whole kingdom. You're about to learn 4 super simple chords that are, and I mean this, the building blocks for a massive number of popular songs. You ready? Okay, let's dive into this. Before we can play anything, we need to understand the map of the keyboard. And I promise it's way, way simpler than it looks. You know, the keyboard has this little secret, and it's actually really simple. It's not just a random jumble of keys, it's all made of these repeating units. Just look at the black keys. See that pattern? There's a group of 2, then a group of 3. 2, then 3. That's it. That pattern just repeats all the way up and down the keyboard. So that pattern becomes our guide. To find the note C, which is going to be our home base, all you have to do is find any group of 2 black keys. The white key immediately to the left of that group, that is always a C. See, there's a C right here, and another one here, and another one here. So easy. And once you've found C, the rest of the white keys are a piece of cake. They just follow the musical alphabet. So from C, you just go up D, E, F, G, and then here's the trick. It just wraps around to A, then B, and bam, you're at the next C, starting a whole pattern over. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. That's all you need to know to name every single white key.
Great! You can now totally find your way around the keyboard. So now it's time for the really fun part, actually making some music. We're going to build our first chords. And a chord is really just a team of notes you play together to create a harmony. And these 4, well, they're the superstars. All right, first up, let's meet our main character, the bright and happy C major chord. It really feels like home base, you know? Just a solid, comfortable starting point for pretty much any song. So to play it, you're going to press 3 notes all at the same time with your right hand, C, E, and G. A good place to start, finger-wise, is to use your thumb on C, your middle finger on E, and your pinky on G. But hey, feel free to experiment a bit. See what feels the most natural for your hand. Okay, on to our second chord, F major. If C major is home, you can think of F major as a really pleasant, refreshing change of scenery. It's got this nice, full sound to it. For F major, you're going to find the notes F, A, and C. Go ahead and press those 3 notes down together. Again, using your thumb, middle finger, and pinky is a great starting point. Can you hear that sound? Nice, right? All right, chord number 3, this is G major. This one feels like it's building towards something exciting. It creates this little bit of tension that just makes you want to hear what's coming next, and it often leads you right back home to that C major chord. Go ahead and find the notes G, B, and D on your keyboard. Now press them all down at once with your right hand. And that's it. That's a G major chord. You are doing fantastic. And finally, our 4th chord, A minor. This is our storyteller. It adds a completely different feeling, maybe a little more sentimental or thoughtful. It's what gives our music some real emotional depth. So to play A minor, find the notes A, C, and E. Press them together. Notice how that sounds a little different from the other 3? That's the minor quality, and it is the secret ingredient for creating that deeper, more emotional feeling in music. Okay, now it is time to get both hands working together. This is the part that's going to make your chords sound super full and complete, just like you hear in your favorite songs. So there's a really simple division of labor here between your hands. Your right hand plays that 3-note chord we just learned. Easy enough. Your left hand has an even easier job. It just plays one single note, the bass note. And which note is that? Well, it's the one that gives the chord its name. So for a C major chord, your right hand plays C, E, G, and your left hand just finds a lower C note and plays only that. That's it. You've totally got the chords down. But how do we turn these static blocks of sound into something that feels like, actual music? It's all about adding a little motion. The simplest way to add some life to your playing is with rhythm.
So instead of just holding a chord down, try pressing it over and over in a steady beat. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Instantly, it sounds more like a real song. And now for the pro tip, the sustain pedal. This little thing is the secret to getting that beautiful, full, professional sound. You just press the pedal down with your foot at the same time you play a chord, and the notes will keep ringing out even after you lift your fingers. When you switch to the next chord, just quickly lift your foot up and press it right back down. It blends everything together so beautifully.
And there you have it. You now have this incredibly powerful toolkit. You know the notes, you know 4 essential chords, and you know how to play them with both hands. So, where do we go from here? This is where you get to experiment. Music is really just these chords played in a certain order. We call them progressions. Here are a few really common ones. Try playing them. C to F to A minor to G. How does that sound? Now try a different order. This is literally how songs are born. And seriously, do not underestimate what you've just learned. A huge number of hit songs, from classic rock to modern pop, were written using only these 4 chords. Why? Because they create this perfect little story arc of sound. You start at home with C, you move away a bit with F, you add emotion with A minor, and then you build anticipation with G before coming back home. It's a sonic journey that our ears just absolutely love. So really, the only question left is, with this new power at your fingertips, what song are you going to learn first? Go have some fun with it and start playing.